Hello and welcome to Bad Wolf Girl Sits and Knits episode 121. My name is Meg and I will be your host. You're joining me here in Frederick on a nice chilly cool morning. It is bright sunshine and hopefully we'll be warming up to 60s. So I will be able to get out and maybe do some porch time or walk the dog, just all good things. I am hanging in there. We are all staying home, so Pat is upstairs working. I feel almost okay to talk normally with someone home while I'm recording because he is 3 floors up. I am drinking coffee. I'm drinking Bones Coffee Company. This is the chocolate raspberry. I did go ahead and buy a 5-pack. Which is where you can get a sample of each, and I didn't even bring it down again, sorry. But it's a small kind of 6-inch bag of coffee. I got chocolate raspberry, carrot cake, white Russian blueberry, and macadamia nut coconut. It all looks very, very good. I'm very excited. So I have lots to share with you today. We have tons of FOs. I have some sock snakes. I have some whips. I have some chatter. I have a collaboration going on right now with Austin's Crochet Corner. He ordered a skein a little while back, and so that is now available in the shop. It is a beach fade, so it almost goes from sand to sea, and very pretty, very fun. So if you would like to scoop one up, they are there now. Happy April 1st. I am still running the Hogwarts House Pride Cowl, and that is the cow. That is going on right now. I do have a Ravelry group open, so if you would like to join us, all the links will be right down below, as well as my Instagram, and the website should be down there, all the good stuff. If you have any questions, please just put them in the comments. I do read all the comments and check through them and answer what I can. So definitely, absolutely, please feel free to go ahead and go right into the comment section. So, hi, how are you? It's been a week, hasn't it? I finally did get some gumption up to do some dyeing. So I've been dyeing some yarn, just the orders that came in, and I have just 4 more skeins to do, and then those should be, the ones I did previously will be dry, and then I'll be able to pack and ship and all the good stuff. So lots to do, trying to stay busy, trying to find the willpower to clean. I mean, I almost never have willpower to clean, so that's not unusual for me. But anyway, I am wearing a new finished object, but it's not mine. It is a little bit of my yarn. The top one is not. This is Foliage from Madeline Tosh. The pattern is mine. It is the Simply Cozy sweater that I released last summer. And I'm gonna stand. I have a one-of-a-kind Forbidden Forest that has all these kind of brighter colors in there, and then I'm finishing with Forbidden Forest at the bottom. So you can see there's a little bit of a difference here. It's just flashing and then not. But I absolutely love the fade. I love how it came out. I am so grateful. I have been kind of living out of it. I have tried to not live out of it so that it would be fresh and cute when I got on the podcast, but I'm so excited. I have been wearing it because it is just so comfy and cozy. It's Simply Cozy. That is where the name came from. So if you have a liking to it, there is a bundle set up that if you buy the High Tide and the Simply Cozy, you get a discount. And that is a pre-done bundling, so you don't have to do anything to receive it. It's just, you add both the cart and there you go. So yes, and that would be that. Moving right along. So yes, I am hosting the Cal right now. I do have a new skein in my shop. It is April. Where did the time go? Honestly. I do have, well, I had Gypsy. She's gone now. There she goes. I had Gypsy wrapped up in a blanket down here on the couch, trying to keep her with me because I know she gets cold down here without a person, and we never sit down here together. It's typically, I'll come down if I want to cool off, or if I'm working out. But she never really sits down here on the couch staring outside like I thought she would. She really prefers the front window where all the cars are. So, although thudding upstairs, it sounds like she is settled somewhere, and hopefully she will continue to do so until my husband comes down for breakfast or until I get up from the podcast. Either or. So yes, let's get right on with some FOs. Trying to warm my voice. Okay, so let's go first finished. So my first finished object is going to be my Slytherin mitten. I have finished this off. I've gotten the thumb on, and I have a full pair of mittens. I have reversed it from the first one, so let me show you. I am pretty sure I did not have both of them done the last time. Yeah, so I have, the snakes are actually facing each other, and then there's a key and a dark mark, so you can choose which one you like more to do. There you go, more to do. So this is where the mistakes all happened, where like the pattern wasn't really coming out. So it is more accurately looking like this one. Yeah, it just, these diamonds were not correct. I think if they were bigger, it would work. It's not that not that diamonds couldn't work. And I might go back to it and give it like an extra pattern, but they just were not working for me. And then my first, and I will take my glove off. Take my ring off for the glove. There it is. My first glove is brand new, is my Hufflepuff. So there are some mistakes, one or two missing black stitches where there should be. I got a little lost on my own thumb design, so I am rewriting that. But it is supposed to be a mandrake. I don't want you to see me, I want you to see it. It's supposed to be a mandrake on there with its roots. So cute. And then just stripies. And I kind of thickened the black on this so that the yellow and black would be a little bit more even. On the other ones, it's mostly a background of the color like green with a little bit of silver. On this, it was too much yellow. Plus I had a limited amount of yellow and I still need to do a second glove. So to preserve, I did a gray cuff, which I really enjoy. I would probably have done that a teeny bit longer. I mean, it is a long cuff. It's not long, but visually I would have done it a little bit longer. Got the Hogwarts H. Kitchener, doesn't look too bad. Looks a little drunk from my perspective over here, but hopefully it doesn't look too bad. Yes. And then a fully black thumb that is about 2.5 inches tall. I'm so excited about it. And I am finally getting project pages up so that people can like them, that they can respond to it, that they can add it to queue, they can favorite it, and that my testers that I've been taking on will be able to link a page into it so that people can see their pages. Because that's the most helpful thing to me, is when I can go through and see what other people have done with different types of yarn. have tried to go ahead and honestly say what each glove is knit out of, because I have 4 different, kind of like 4 different gloves. So I have Brava Sport with the Ravenclaw. I've got Malabrigo Rios and Brava Sport with Hufflepuff. I've got Wool of the Andes in silver and green, Superwash. And then I had Malabrigo Rios and Madeline Tosh Vintage for Gryffindor. So I've kind of experimented with a lot of different yarn myself just to see. I will say that out of the fit I'm looking for, the Wool of the Andes on a US 6 did really well. And the Brava Sport for a man size is like perfect. I used a US 5 because I was trying to make it fit for me, but it does fit my husband very well, actually. It's a nice tight fitting glove. I think it would be good for like driving, just when you want warm hands. Porch sitting, not good for Instagram scrolling because you can't use your thumbs, which is why I'm thinking I'm going to kind of write in a suggestion of like stop at row X if you want to do fingerless, and perhaps like adjusting when that thumb comes out. It would take a little bit of work on my part, so we'll see what I can do. I'm just gonna start with these as mittens and then work my way through. Just because if you simply stopped at if you stopped before the H and everything, you just stopped at the top of the people, it would be a very tall glove. So you would have ribbing here and just your teeny little fingers popping out. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing, because then your hand might be really warm. So, I cannot seem to warm up my voice today, or my hands, geez, or any of it. I am still using lotion everywhere because I'm washing my hands everywhere. So I just find that my hands get dry so quickly now. Such a bummer. Oh, I don't have a ring. I'm usually used to working around my ring. All right, put that back on. And moving right along into more FOs. I have, I was not kidding, I have quite a few. So let's go with the first. So I did the mittens. I won't talk too much about them. You've seen them for like 5 weeks now. Like, it's not a surprise. But yeah, I'm so excited about those. Anyway, I remembered this pattern from when Hey Sister Podcast, Tabby had made Donato Bear. This is Donato Bear 2-legged. And I was just really on a crochet kick from Heidi the Horse and working on Rosie the Rabbit, which kind of came to a standstill. I still have all the legs, no body. So instead, I worked on bears, and it was just something different. It was yarn that I had, and I used up the entire skein of this brown. So stash busting worked really well. I was able to get 3 bears out of 1 brown skein. I think I'm good. So I did use safety eyes on the bear. See if I can get them closer. I did little curved ears. I sewed them on separately. Tan nose, and I hand stitched on the nose. This is safety eyes, and then this is a Tweety blue for the sweater, and then just little nubby feet. So cute. He is, I mean, compared to Tabby's, he's huge. Because hers was like a hand size, like this big. So obviously I used the wrong yarn. I think Tabby used fingering weight held double for the body, which I used worsted weight. So even fingering weight held double, if it gives you DK, double knit, then I still think it would be thinner Anyway, so I just went ahead with it. I used a 2.5 millimeter size E hook. Oh, I can't remember now. It is a 2.5. I can't remember what letter that goes with. But he is just so cute. I cannot even. Oh my gosh. I'm thinking that he is going to be my new go-to baby gift because he just whipped up in 2 days. No, he was 1 day because I started him early in the day, like in the afternoon. And I just started sitting on the porch and it was a gorgeous day and I started his little feetses. And I was kind of on pause for a bit because I couldn't find safety eyes with the horse, and then I did, and I didn't have stuffing, but then I ordered it. So I was kind of like rock and roll with these bears. And I say bears because there's more than one. So second, I was like, well, I really like it, but it's really, really big. Not really, but it's larger than I expected. Let me try to just do fewer stitches in the feet. I'll stop increasing it. It's a free pattern, so I stopped increasing it like 18 instead. So I went ahead and kind of stopped at 18, and then I went, I think I went up just as far on the legs and started with a Knit Picks Felice worsted in the Wizard colorway, which I did Gypsy's sweater out of. Look how cute those little stripes are. And ironically, how small the stripes are when you put them in crochet. Because an entire, like this entire thing like fit around Gypsy's body in knitting. Like just crochet eats yarn. Num, 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 num. So that's an entire stripe repeat. And I just kind of wanted one through there. And then I went back up to the brown and I used a lighter brown. Sierra, I think, is one of them, and I can't remember what the other one is. I will look that up. And then I did the same ears, so you go up to like 12 or 18 and curve them a little bit, sew them on nice and secure. I again sewed a nose and I did it fatter this time, which I like more. And I did his eyes really low, kind of an accident, but also kind of Hello Kitty, so cute, because the eyes are in line with the nose for Hello Kitty, which is what makes her cute. I mean, there's many things that makes her cute, but do. So, and I love the little bit of a color change on the nose too. I think that added just a little bit of something extra that was really fun. And I love using up my self-striping, especially since I had to break into that skein for Gypsies and I had it. I was thinking if this, oh no, I've got some stuffing running away. I'll poke that back in. I was thinking if this went to my niece Quinn, then I could make her a hat to match so that she could match her bear. I think that would be really sweet. And her birthday is coming up in August. So, doop doop, little bear. I love it. I love it so much. It's so cute. I did, like, Rachel's like, I need 10. And I understand because I already have 2. And I was like, you know what? Not done. Still had yarn. And so, rainbow bear. So this one really did use up more yarn for colors because I used 2 or 3 rows of every color. I stuck with the same brown, the same medium brown for the nose, and I sewed this on again. Again, the rule of Hello Kitty, eyes on the side. The nose is a little crooked. I sewed it and then I sewed the nose and then I sewed the ball onto the face, and it should have just been like a little bit that way, but oh well. It's cute. It's kind of like he's like me. So anyway, I went through and pulled all of these like Brava skeins that I had, and then the red is from Gypsy's Christmas sweater. So this one's like basics yarn or something from Joanne Fabrics, And then Brava for all of those. Wait, this one is Mighty Stitch in the yellow. It's a little bit thinner. You can almost see the hips come in because these three seem to be thinner than these three. The blue was leftovers from Pat's sweater. And then did little legs. I shortened them this time, but I feel like they still could be shorter. Yeah, I think they could still be shorter. And I did attempt, in the pattern, it has you like start with your nose color on the feet. And so I tried to do that this time. I did not do that on any of the others. And honestly, you can't really see it until you flip it. So I don't know if I would continue to do that because it really didn't make much difference. But now all I've got is this light brown left. So the next bear that I would do would be all light brown. Maybe with a cream nose. So yeah, and I did Rainbow Bear for Pride, and I just love it so much. Oh my gosh. It's a little like bright, but still, I can't help it. It's so cute. So, 3 bears, 1 pattern. I just changed the, no, the hook was the same on all of them. I just changed how many stitches I went up to, and whoop, I caught it. I caught it over here on my elbow. I'm thinking that this size is really great because it's a little more travel sized, a little more purse sized than this, you know, to carry it with you. They feel about the same weight, so it's not like, oh, one's so much heavier. They're about the same weight, and they're filled with polyfill, not beans or anything, so I am just so excited about them. These would use up a little less yarn, to be sure, so Donato Bear 2-legged. I'm obsessed. I just, oh my gosh, I can't even, just like, and that's not all. Have one more finished object, and then we'll go into whips, charms, and sock snakes. I think that's about everything I've got for today. So, my pumpkins. I've got little pumpkin nieces or nephews coming. So yes, a little pumpkin hat I cast on, and this is almost more for me than you, so sorry, because I know I never remember. So here we go. I'm working on a future Meg. I'm working on a US 7. I'm using the little hat circulars that we just bought. And I'm working on persimmon yarn, which is Brava worsted from Knit Picks. It is machine washable. I did the green in Aurora, kind of like forest green, and I did a curly Q crochet where you crochet, say 23, and then you crochet 2, 3, or 4 in every single chain from the hook going back towards the top, and that is what creates the curl. For the leaves, I single crocheted half double, 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 single, single, single around the top, and then did a half double, 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 half, half, single on both of them, and then stitch them down to the hat so that there's a little bit of movement, but not much. It is very warm. I can feel like the warmth staying in my hand just from holding this hat on my hand. Did I say that? Weird. I started with a knit 10 decrease, no, knit 9 decrease 1, so there was 10 around, and worked my way all the way to knit 2 together every one, and then drew through and closed. So it created a bit of a little star. Can you see that? It's a little star tip. Yeah. And my cute little leaves and the curly Q, which I also stitched down. So you can see there's kind of like a loop, and then I stitched it right there, and I just, I don't bother weaving in ends. I jewelry knot them on the inside And that's it. I cast on 60 stitches on a US 7 and joined in the round. I knit for, I want to say it was about, do I have my, I had a measuring tape here the other day, like seconds ago. Where did it go? Oh, I know I didn't pack it. Bollocks. All right. Well, I don't know. I think it was about 4.5 inches, and then I started the decreases, which added less than 2 inches, 1.5 inches. So this is for a newborn, a fall newborn. So I figure this will work for a couple of months at least. Should be at least 6 months. It's got great stretch this way, but more so what you're looking for is depth. So the curl at the end has to stay, so it can only be this tall, truly. But I'm just in love with it. It is so stinking cute. 60 stitches, US 7. And for me, that seems to work because I have quite a loose gauge. So I will continue on. That's all of my finished objects, as if that wasn't enough, but all of my finished objects. And I will move into whips, which I did flash you on a US 7, casting on 60 stitches. I have started another pumpkin hat, and I've gotten, would we say, 1.5 inches done with the roll, maybe 2 inches without, but I need the roll just to, you know, kind of nub up that edge. And let's see, I've got October baby and November baby. So this one might go to November baby because they'll be 1 month later. And I might make this just a teeny bit longer, like 5 full inches, and then the decreases, so that you can roll it up more and then just continue to roll it down as the baby gets older. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. US 7. Yes, 4.5 millimeter. Using again the persimmon color from Knit Picks in Brava Worsted, which is a 100% acrylic, but it feels very soft. So if you're looking for good baby yarn, especially hats, it's really wonderful. And I am going to attempt to get 3 or 4 hats out of this ball. I'll just keep going until I don't have any more. And I have that in my mermaid bag from Stitching Plaza. Boop. Absolutely love. I gotta tuck my cord back there. Okay, so then I do have, last week I was talking about my, I don't know if you just heard Gypsy cry. I was talking about my Pink Palace yarn that I got from Nomadic Yarns. This is one of her Coraline colorways, and I just had the toe done. So this is inspired by the photo of the Pink Palace. I have gotten to the heel. I have tried this sock on, and I'm at the heel. I'm definitely at the heel. This is a small foot, so you can see, I think it's a 5 or a 6. So you can see I'd be past the heel. I'd probably put the heel here if I were a 5 or a 6, but I am not. I am an 8. So I'm gonna do it a little bit higher. I've been trying it on my actual foot just for reasons. But I do have I think I do have a blocker around here somewhere. And that's a medium. So you can see I'm pretty much bang on the middle for the heel, and I'm going to do an afterthought heel. So that'll be perfect. But yeah, so I am super pleased with how this is coming out. This is kind of my, when I don't want to think about anything, pull this out. And the hats have been great for that too, because it's just round and round until the decreases. I am using my Progress Keeper from Simply Serving. This is a seeing stone, I think they call it in the movie. It finds lost things or bad things. And I am enjoying it with my purse bag from Lila Styles in the Coraline colors. So just really, really enjoying all of this, and enjoying having something to just like pick up and work on kind of mindlessly. So now that I'm about halfway, I'm going to work my way back down the leg until, I think I'm gonna go until like this stripe, until it folds and it matches that stripe. And then I will do the cuff. And I find that they're not as comfortable if I make them too high. So I want to avoid that. Coffee. This is a Carrot Kozik mug. My light ring is probably gonna get in the way a bit here, but try to tilt it. Ooh, I don't know if you can see the steam, but I can. Maybe it's because it's backlit. And it's a night bus, Hogwarts, Lupin, the tree, and the Dementors, and Harry. I'm obsessed. I love it so much. Owl crate. That you can see on the bottom when I drink. Okay, so my swap from Lindsay of Simply Serving finally came in. I was able to trade quite a bit, so I won't go through everything, but I really wanted to show off her new little charm danglies. This is a chocolate frog. Can you even, with how tiny and cute that is? Like, seriously. It is the size of my pinky nail. Like, it's so small. It's so small. It's so cute. Oh my word. Like, I cannot even with this. If you're looking for a nice light charm, especially if you are someone that puts the marker, say like on a fingering weight sweater or on some ribbing or on a hat that would have a circumference smaller than this, but especially socks. Like when I'm starting socks, I have to put a marker on the front side so I know which one it is. But yeah, so this would be perfect for that. It is so melting. There's many others that are probably out of stock or out of season. I know she did these precious little lamb pies. This is a alpaca. It's a little sweet alpaca. So cute. Luke's coffee cup with a Pop-Tart, and that Pop-Tart is precious and perfect. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed. This one's even cuter in person. Oh my word, that little sweet face. And this one, oh my gosh. I could have 20 of her trees. Like, I never get tired of them, not ever. I love seeing them all the time. I never ever get tired of these Christmas cookie trees. I don't know what it is about it, but it's just perfect. Like, it's just exactly what I'm craving in that moment. It's amazing how it taps into something in my brain. I don't know what it is. It just is. I think I'm gonna put this little Ewok on my on my baby hat because he's cute. He looks like a little teddy. Yup. Boop doop doop. Boom. So I'm gonna put him, he's the exact color. So he needed to be there now. Can't help it. All right, so I won't go through everything, but you will be seeing them on projects, absolutely 100% and for sure. And then after that, I did trade some yarn to my dear friend Georgianne to crank some sock tubes. So I got that that Christmas yarn that I was having trouble with the skein. I got the rest of it just caked up so that I could get through it faster. And then this one is my Tricks colorway, which is a Halloween release. And it kind of semi-stripes. And then this was Nerd Girl Yarns. It was one of the first yarns I bought. And it's the Starry Night Van Gogh. Which was so pretty and is so pretty. And I will be making that into socks. And then I have some West Yorkshire spinners. Yeah, Nikki, you are not kidding. That is a mouthful. West Yorkshire spinners. This is in one of the birds. You would recognize it when you see it. It's the blue and yellow one. And then this one is Arne and Carlos. No, Regia. Yeah. And then this one, the middle one, I was so confused. I was like, I don't know what this is. Because it looked kind of like the way I would dye a skein, but I didn't remember it at all. Georgianne had thrown in an extra little one for me. It's Gryffindor, and it's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. But I was just cracking up how confused I was. But yeah, so I absolutely love it. I was just so confused. I was like, I don't remember this one. And I feel like I should. But yeah, so it is a little Gryffindor one, and I'm so excited. I'm gonna be able to knit that into socks. Thank you, Georgianne. And then that's really it. I mean, I'm gonna go get another cup of coffee. I'm gonna enjoy my charms and try to keep my head up on another weekend in quarantine, and I miss eggs. We ran out of eggs like 3 days ago, and now I'm sad. But my hubby is making pancakes and bacon, and I am going to go have some breakfast with him. So yes, trying to keep my spirits up a lot of days. I mean, I'm used to being home. This isn't weird. It's just the fact that I can't go out and just get eggs and not think about it, or run to Target and grab something, or you know, anything like that is just so weird. And just keep on keeping on, I guess, you know. And thank you all for popping in and spending some time with me. I am thrilled that you're here, and I want to remind you to take it one cup at a time, no matter how large that cup may be, and beautiful. And I will see you next week. Bye.